For this new era of Monday Night Raw, there's not much wrestling in it. Shane and Stephanie are now trying to coexist. And it's like, fuck, man. There were so many backstage segments and in-ring segments without fucking wrestling in it. Is this the way the new era is going to be? Okay, so Raw starts off with Stephanie coming out and then trying to welcome us to Monday Night Raw, and she gets interrupted by Shane McMahon. And it's like, okay, we all know where this is going, or do we? All right. Shane McMahon comes out, and they do their best to try to keep cooler heads. And they play this little game of, what do you have in store for Raw? What do you have in store for Raw type of thing. And Stephanie had a present for Shane. It was the picture that Vince McMahon stomped over. She repaired it and all that shit. And it's like, man, all right, please get on with some wrestling. So Kevin Owens comes out, and he makes a good point how he has not received his one-on-one Intercontinental Championship rematch. Says he lost the title. Good point there that he has. But then Cesaro comes out and says that he would have been Intercontinental Champion without that fucked up ass interference at WWE Payback, which it took the referee's distraction, that fucking French dude or whatever, and two motherfuckers from the prior match in order for the Jizz to retain, even though the Jizz was tapping like the little bitch that he is. And it's like, all right, so Shane makes the match as far as, all right, you two face each other, number one contendership, Intercontinental Championship at stake. And then they have the Jizz at commentary. And it's like, oh, man, we already know where this is going to go because there's no fucking way that this Jizzard can handle anyone one-on-one, not at the caliber of Kevin Owens, not at the caliber of Cesaro. No, not on a one-on-one, just let him go type of match. It would not work. It just wouldn't work. So, yeah, they go outside and they bump into him and, give him an uppercut and they fuck with the Jizz, which was pretty cool. But then he causes a disqualification, so Cesaro wins. It basically costs Kevin Owens. Or does it? We have no idea where this is going to be going, but again, Kevin Owens questions him. Cesaro attacks both Jizz and fucking Kevin Owens, and then Sami Zayn comes out. House is cleared. Well, the Jizz basically pulled out of the ring and he runs away just like usual. No, I don't want you to get hurt. You are no match for them. That's basically what his fucking wife did. Pulled him out of the ring, and then Sami Zayn lifted up the Intercontinental Championship. Could that be a wave of the future? Could that be... come on. Jizz, he needs to lose that fucking title because he doesn't fucking deserve it. He can't wrestle. He can't do any shit. He can't do anything with it. Okay? Just can't. So, onward. You have Stephanie McMahon that will be on Ambrose Asylum a little bit later on. A backstage segment. And it's like, oh, okay, all right. So, Tyler Breeze beats Goldust. When was the last time Tyler Breeze had a win on Raw? It's been a while, huh? So, to try to even make him relevant at this point, because he's not, he's just basically in the middle of this Goldust R-Truth garbage. And you have Fandango on the other side with Goldust. And it's like, come on, just end this, okay? It's not entertaining. It's not going anywhere. Stop trying to do the whole break up to make up. Stop doing that with these guys. And actually fucking just do something with them and have us take them seriously. Please. So, after that, you had... all right, The New Day. I'm not going to do it. The New Day comes out, and then the Vaudevillains come out. And it's like, all right, we already know where this is going. The New Day, they wish Cass well. Not Cass. They wish Enzo well. Can't believe I made that mistake. Enzo Amore, yes, they wish him well because, yeah, that bump he took at Payback was just, ooh. Now, it is a concussion. It's not his neck, thank goodness, because it was a nasty spill. Okay, so yeah, they wish Enzo well, and the Vaudevillains come out and they try to play the whole heel thing, but they didn't go too far, which I do give them credit for. They didn't go all the way with that. The Dudleys came out. They didn't go all the way with that either. Dudley said that, hey, tag team tournament is null and void. We should start this shit over. And then, no, Cass comes out and was like, no. No, we're not going to start this over, and rightfully so. But the Vaudevillains are getting the next title shot at Extreme Rules against the New Day. But in the meantime, on Monday Night Raw, there was a 4-on-4 match, an 8-man tag match. The New Day and Cass versus the Vaudevillains and the Dudley Boyz. And it was a pretty solid match. Maybe it went on a little bit too long, but it was a solid match for an 8-man tag. Haven't seen that much chemistry in the 8-man tags in a while, and this was a display of chemistry in the match. Especially when the Dudleys and the Vaudevillains are not seeing eye to eye, and Bubba Ray was like, hey, this is how you do it. Now get in there and do something. That was pretty cool. And then you had the traditional isolation. Keep the good guy away for a while. You had the traditional, New Day thing with Francesca with Xavier Woods. Yes, everybody had their spot. Everybody did good in that match, and it was pretty cool. And the New Day and Cass ended up winning that. So, yeah. So, after that, you had Emma versus Becky Lynch. Okay. Emma beats Becky Lynch. Wow. Good thing she's not doing this anymore. They're trying to make it so we can take Emma seriously. I like Emma. She can wrestle. But finally, they're trying to hype her up as far as saying, okay, look, you're supposed to be taking this woman seriously. We're supposed to be taking the women division seriously. So please keep doing this. Keep having matches. And you see Emma with a thumb in the eye, and she beats Becky. Yeah, with the Michinoku driver. She kind of almost didn't land that correctly. But nevertheless, it was done. And you see, she won alone. Take that lesson. Take lessons, Jizzard. Jizz. Fucker. Okay, so you have the Ambrose Asylum with Stephanie McMahon. All right. And Dean was pushing a lot of buttons about her brother Shane being gone for 7 years and coming back and just basically just handed Raw. And then your partner's with him, and yeah, that was eating up Steph. You can see it on her face. Pretty cool segment. But then she cancels the Ambrose Asylum and brings out Jericho. Be like, hey, we're bringing back the highlight reel. So a brawl ensues between Jericho and Ambrose, and Jericho gets the upper hand with a code breaker and breaks the plant over the head of Ambrose. So you know this feud isn't over yet. Just by all of that, you just know the feud isn't over yet. So, oh well. Thought they were going to move on from that. I thought Jericho wasn't going to be... honestly, I didn't think that Jericho was going to be around as long as he's been there. So, okay, after that, you had a battle royal that will determine who's going to be the #1 contender for the United States Championship. And the United States Championship hasn't been shit lately, and they're not trying to do anything to elevate it. But it was pretty interesting to see who were the last ones in the ring. You had people that you knew didn't have a chance. Like Titus O'Neil, you knew didn't have a chance. Anyone of the social outcasts, you knew didn't have a fucking chance. Oh, Baron Corbin got eliminated by Dolph Ziggler. Okay, man. Why? And then Dolph Ziggler gets pulled out, gets decimated, gets put back in, and then gets eliminated. So you know that feud is not done. But anyway, you have the League of Nations who are now broken up. So it's just Alberto Del Rio, Rusev, and Sheamus. And then you had Sin Cara, who's Kalisto's partner, and then you had Zack Ryder. They basically dangled the carrot on Zack Ryder with us. For the people that like Zack Ryder, I'm not a Zack Ryder fan. Hey, that's just me. But people were like, get the carrot, Zack's not going to win, which was kind of fucked up. And Rusev ended up winning the Battle Royal. Huh? Okay. Are you going to give him back this U.S. Championship after just him being in nothingness after all this time? Can we take him seriously anymore? Or is he just going to be someone that's just in Kalisto's path and Kalisto's going to go over him? We don't know. So, yeah, Lana came out after Rusev's win, and they celebrated in the ring, and there was too much pointing, and yeah, I'm going to get that belt, and Rusev win Battle Royal. Rusev crush. Rusev maybe United States champion again. Rusev, maybe, okay? But I don't know. They should have had at least a tournament. A tournament would have been nice, but probably a tournament would have taken too long because Extreme Rules is in 3 weeks. That's a short fucking time. So after that, you had Charlotte, Ric Flair, Charles Robinson, Little H, come to the ring and address that garbage that happened at Payback. And you know where this is going. Yeah, they're going to deny it, and so on and so forth. They had Charles Robinson leave. Natalya comes out and just basically an in-ring segment that didn't involve a fucking match. She thwarts Charlotte and she slaps Rick after him taking off his jacket. She takes his Hall of Fame ring, well, one of them, and then she takes his Rolex watch. And next thing you know, a backstage segment with Stephanie McMahon, Ric Flair, and Charlotte. Okay. Yeah, so Stephanie lets them know that Ric Flair will be barred from ringside in a submission match between Charlotte and Natalya at Extreme Rules. So it will be a submission match. Somebody's going to quit. Someone's going to give up, and the women's championship will be decided. No Ric Flair. Maybe. He's barred from ringside, but I don't think it's going to stay away. Especially if the referee is Charles Robinson. There's no way that match should take place that way. Prepare for some type of 2 referee thing during this match. So, you have the main event, which is a 6-man tag. Now, there was a backstage segment earlier between Luke Gallows, Anderson, and AJ Styles, with Roman Reigns showing up with the flying Roman Reigns is the Usos, aka, but yeah, Roman Reigns. People love to boo this guy. And his cousins face AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Anderson. All right, Gallows and Anderson. All right, fine. 6-man tag. It was okay. And AJ Styles ended up winning for his team. Now, what happened afterwards was pretty because they set up, Gallows and Anderson set up fucking Reigns so AJ can hit with a chair. AJ says no. The Usos end up attacking. They attacked AJ with the chair and thwarting off Anderson and Gallows. AJ Styles picks up the chair, whacks both Usos, both flying Romans, and they end up going outside. And then the champion sees this and goes ballistic. Now, they're trying to hype this up as something that can get very personal between family and friends. But I just don't see it here. There's a lot missing here. Because many people cannot take Roman Reigns seriously. People just can't, okay? Not as champion, not even as a good wrestler. Yes, he's a juggernaut. He's not supposed to be Kurt Angling or Daniel Bryaning all over the ring, and I understand that. But people just can't take him seriously as a fucking champion, especially because he sucks so much on the fucking microphone. So, yeah, they're going to have a rematch at Extreme Rules in an Extreme Rules match. So it's basically a no disqualification match, an anything goes match. But they're trying to call it an Extreme Rules match just because of the name of the pay-per-view. But, okay, that's Raw. Shit. This is... Okay, things could get a lot worse, but things could be a lot better. Have more fucking matches for a 3-hour show. Fuck with all these backstage segments, in-ring segments, talking. Please, just give us a fucking wrestling show because that's what wrestling fans fucking want. We want to see good quality wrestling matches that will escalate the feuds along with them. So, that's my Raw report. Jesus. Please make this better. If there's supposed to be a new era, then usher in the era that we want. So yeah, drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.